Hello Internet, welcome back to one more video with this Trick Room team. We're back in the Master Ball tier. I hope you've enjoyed all the videos with this so far. I feel like at the beginning of the week the videos were a bit sort of shaky. The quality of the opponents wasn't that good. I felt like we were winning a few games that we didn't really deserve to. But if you've not watched yesterday's video, go and watch that before this one. We had two really good games in it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil, what happened, but really good games. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's see if we can get two more good games to conclude this Trick Room week. Next week, not got a clue what I'm going to be doing, so stay tuned. This guy has got a very high rating, actually. Well, actually, I'll say it's very high. It's 700 or so. It's not that good. I mean, compared to me in the thousands or whatever I am. But, okay, I mean, it's got a team. Mudsdale is normally a bit of a stick in the mud for Trick Room teams. But it doesn't really hit. I mean, it doesn't hit my Claydol for too much. And I can Delmise it. Maybe. Yeah, Delmise looks pretty good here, actually. Aside from the Arcanine, that's one thing I do have to worry about. So we'll go with Liepard and Claydol, which can hit the Arcanine. Delmise, and either the Gigalith, or the Torque, or the Hatterene. I think all of them can do something here. Yeah, okay, which one might we struggle with most out of all of them? Maybe the Milotic, I'm going to say. So I think the last slot is going to go to Hatterene. Just because that does do a bit better against the Milotic than the Gigalith or the Torkoal. Obviously, the two Fire Weak Pokemon. We have actually got Giga Drain on this Hatterene as well too, although we've not used it throughout the whole week. Protect on Hatterene would have been better for us in a couple of situations, I think. Would have helped us carve a safer win condition for ourselves. But here's the Arcanine and here's the Mimikyu, so I'm curious what this person is thinking of doing. Is the Mimikyu going to go for a Trick Room itself? Why have you led with Mimikyu? Is it going to try and taunt? Do you think that... Yeah, the Mimikyu must have Trick Room itself, surely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bit of a call here. I'm going to go for a foul play into the Mimikyu. And I'm just going to Dynamax here and Max Quake into the Arcanine. I'm not even going to try and Trick Room here. So he's not Dynamaxing. So if he Trick Rooms for me, that would be the kindest gift that he could give me in this moment in time. If he Snarls as well, then Liepard will have already got a foul play on the Mimikyu, and that'll activate the weakness policy, so Claydol will be a +1 as well. You can't Roar a Dynamax Pokemon out as well. So there's the Disguise being broken. Let's see who moves next. It's the Mimikyu going for a play rough. Okay, so that's unfortunate. So no Trick Room for Barry. Alright then. Is it a Snarl? It's a play rough as well. Okay. That's a strange move. Okay, well, fair enough. Arcanine's gone. Maybe that was a more offensive Arcanine then. But, yeah, okay, so, like, yeah, right, in hindsight, I should have obviously just gone for a Fake Out. I didn't even need to go for a Fake Out, really. Just gone for a normal Trick Room would have been fine. But, we're now in a situation where we are not in Trick Room, and he's got a Mimikyu there. So if I put Hatterene in, this is maybe one of those situations where Protect might have helped us out. Because Hatterene's our only option to try and Trick Room. Delmise is weak to Ghost as well. Everything we've got left is weak to Ghost. So I'll go into Hatterene. He just needs to Dynamax his Mimikyu, and I think he wins, doesn't he? So Togekiss comes out. Like, yeah, he just needs to Dynamax his Mimikyu. I'll try and Trick Room because we can't protect. And I'll just go for a Hailstorm or a Mindstorm. Hailstorm? Mindstorm. Mindstorm, if Hatterene did by some miracle survive the turn, would power up its Psychics. But a Hailstorm will do technically more damage to the Togekiss. So, yeah, we'll just go for a Hailstorm, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'll try and Mindstorm into the Mimikyu, just because, I mean, that is the threat. I've just been going on about how much of a threat it is. And if for whatever reason he just Shadow Claws into, could be a Phantom Force, Woodhammer. Okay, fantastic. You're activating my weakness policy. Plus 2 Mindstorm. Your Mimikyu's no longer a Mimikyu. And a lot of recoil as well. Nice. That turn could not have worked out better. I do not think. Because we do actually get the Trick Room here. Togekiss protects for whatever reason, I'm not sure why. I mean, this guy's rating's the highest that we've played so far. And has made the strangest move. Oh yeah, I don't want to be sitting here and, like, you know, criticising plays and stuff, but I mean, I guess at the end of the day, people are watching this to, you know, either to be entertained or to learn about VGC, and, you know, I guess you can learn by looking at what not to do in times like this. And because we did Mindstorm there, we have actually got, you know, much more powerful Psychics on Hatterene here. So now, since the Togekiss double protected, now we're going to try and double into it. Claydol isn't affected by the Psychic terrain, so a Hailstorm is actually more powerful. But if the Togekiss actually doesn't Dynamax, and he is one-shot by the Hatterene, then the Max Mindstorm will be better to be redirected into the Milotic. So I'm just going to go for 2 Max Mindstorms here. Or, well, 1 Max Mindstorm and 1 Psychic. But that's a blue ball, so this is probably a Milotic Dynamaxing, which is some relief, actually, because, like, yeah, it'll probably knock out the Claydol here, but he's not going to be trying to Hypnosis or Coil or anything annoying like that. Togekiss does try and get the double protect and fails. Hatterene Psychic Terrain, Life Orb boosted. Doesn't quite knock it out, but the Mindstorm will follow up and knock it out as well. But now we just need to find a way around this Milotic, because everything else is gone. Everything else is gone. This Milotic is probably going to be a bit of a pain for us, though. We survive. We survive. We survive. There's the Max Quake coming in for us then. Wow, Claydol bulkier than I expected it to be just there. That's great. That's great. Like an advert here. And because we didn't get Trick Room at the beginning of the game, but halfway through the game, we've still got 3 more turns of Trick Room here. We have got Delmise in the back as well, so yeah, unless he's got Max Hailstorm himself, we're looking very, very good. Because we don't need the recovery, because we are still in Psychic terrain, I'm going to go for a Psychic into the Milotic here, although we could be risking the 10% special defense drop, actually. Both of these have got the 10% special defense drop. Both of them are going to do the same damage, so we'll just go for an Earth Power just because it's a better animation, I guess. But yeah, we don't want to swap in the any drops? No drops. I don't want to swap in the Delmise here just because. Oh well, there's a drop. Okay. Just because I don't want to risk it coming in on, you know, an attack. Like, okay, this didn't go too well that turn. We do get our free switch into Delmise here, but we still need to hit a Power Whip. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing unless Claydol went for like an Ice Beam into the Milotic there. But I think the damage is still better than the scary 10% chance that we could get the drop on it. because we have got the drop in it. I mean, our Earth Power is going to be doing more damage as well, but I could Phantom Force the Milotic here as well, actually. Thinking about it, because there's 2 more turns of Trick Room. Do you think a Phantom Force... Because he will go back down to normal size next turn. A Phantom Force and an Earth Power, I think, should win us the game. So even if he has got Hailstorm now, this is risking, like, this is not risking the Power Whip miss. Because if we went for a Power Whip, if we missed it, then okay, yeah, fine, that's fine. Yeah, if we went for a Power Whip and missed it, we could have maybe lost the game if he did have Hailstorm and knocked out our Dalmaiser, because he is at +2 special attack because of our special offense drop. But the Earth Power there and him going down to normal size now and still being in Trick Room so he can't recover first means that I don't even have to put any moves in this turn. Means that the game selects Phantom Force and wins us this game, essentially. So yeah, I mean, put your moves in, man. It's the game is over. So yeah, Phantom Force, here we go. Yeah, it does finish it off. So yeah, I mean, Phantom Force is interesting on Delmise because if you are on like the last turn of Trick Room, for example, and you know, they're maybe protecting on the last turn of Trick Room, you can Phantom Force on that last turn of Trick Room and then get the guaranteed damage the next turn and, you know, be slower than them and be protected from their attacks that turn as well. So, and obviously it's a powerful Dynamax move as well. So yeah, and guaranteed us the win there with its 100% accuracy. So I can't believe we're actually climbing up this bit. So yeah, again, okay, I'll mention one more time. I've got a massive amount of losses up there just because before this week I did try a really stupid team, which was really bad, and I was just really awkward, really stubborn is the better word. Oh, this guy's got an even higher rating. And I just wanted it to work, but it wasn't working, so I lost a billion games. And then I just thought, nah, I'm not going to use that. Let's use this Trick Room team this weekend. I do not regret it at all. This guy has got... oh, this is an interesting team. This is similar to the Wang team from earlier in the season, isn't it? But... this guy's got a Toxtricity instead. The second Toxtricity we've come across this week, actually. The Hydreigon could do some business to us. But I think, if anything, it's going to lead with the... because, like, on Wang's team, it was Imprison Chandelier, wasn't it? So, like, okay, let's just go with Liepard and Claydol. And then I think we do want Hatterene in the back. I think, and definitely the Torkoal as well. So no Delmise or Gigalith. I can survive without the Gigalith. Delmise, yeah, this isn't the greatest game for Delmise either. Like, we just have to worry about that Milotic again. But yeah, okay, let's see if we can finish this week on a high, on a bit of a winning streak, which I wasn't expecting. I mean, this team really is so one-dimensional. I mean, I am comfortable using just hard Trick Room teams like this. Yeah, I do enjoy them, but I mean, they are one-dimensional. They are quite easy to predict and play around. Now, I'm expecting this Whimsicott should be max speed and should be faster than Liepard. So, actually... yeah, actually... this is not a guaranteed Trick Room. If he's got Imprison. If he's got Imprison, he just goes for the Imprison here. And goes for a priority move with his Whimsicott. Because that will move before the Liepard. Which means I'll max guard. He will Tailwind or whatever with his Whimsicott. And then I will copycat the Tailwind or whatever it is there. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get... this is a hard read. I'm going to go for a Max Quake and a Foul Play into the Chandelier, because then next turn, I can maybe try and max Quake and copycat myself if I don't think he's going to go for a priority move with his Whimsicott. So, yeah, this is a risky turn. I could have not Dynamaxed this turn as well, but then I'm like more vulnerable to a Shadow Ball if he did just attack. But I'm assuming that this is Imprison, and I'm assuming that he does know how the copycat mechanic works. He's just gone for a Dazzling Gleam. So, I guess not. Okay. Let's go into Hatterene at least. Because we should be getting a... I still expect an Imprison. Or a Trick Room. He's Trick Rooming for me. Please be Sash. Please survive this. He's a Sash. He's Trick Rooming for me. He's Trick Rooming for me. The gift. Thank you very much, Chandelier. I'll give you your money next week. Your payment. Brilliant. Okay, so yeah, I was expecting the Imprison to stop my Trick Room. Like yeah, in hindsight, I could have gone for the Max Guard and Copycat because he didn't go for a Prankster move with his Whimsicott there. I could have just got the Trick Room off there and then, but this works out even better. He was expecting my Trick Room very, very, you know, very understandably expecting my Trick Room. But now, he's set the Trick Room up for me. And, yeah. That's it. Okay. I mean, I kind of want to finish just there, because that's like the best way to finish it, isn't it? So, I think I will. But what I will do is, just because of, sorry, but because what I've discovered is people do like asking for the teams. So what I'm going to do in the last few minutes of this video then is I'm going to make this into a rental team for you, and I'm going to give you the code so that you can play with it yourself if you want to. I don't think it's a particularly solid team. I can never remember how to do this. Seems I'm not renting anything. Teams to share. Okay, so these are both up there. Why can't I pick? Oh, here we go again. Barry discovers live how to do this. Oh, okay, so I'll pick the team. I'll pick an empty slot, and then I pick the team. Make it public. The team will be made public. Yeah, okay. And yep, the team has been made public. Okay, all three are public now. Please select the battle team. Check. There's the code for it. Okay, there you go. So that's the team. So that last game, yeah, that's just the best, isn't it? Like if he'd played on there, I don't think he really could have won. Because yeah, he like I was Dazzling Gleaming, which would have taken out the Chandelier, so he couldn't reverse the Trick Room back. I was Max Hailstorming into the Whimsicott, which would have knocked it out as well, just in case their Whimsicott had Trick Room as well. But yeah, that team was quite weak to Trick Room, and that's what happens, I guess, when you rely on something like Chandelier, Imprison or not, to stop other Trick Room teams. Like, if this hard Trick Room team, like I'm using just here, just for whatever reason, doesn't go for Trick Room turn 1, and I didn't, because I was expecting his Imprison, kind of worked against him there, then he just set it up for me. So, yeah, that was glorious. But, yeah, here's the team. So, I think all of the moves have been used at some point this week, haven't they? Foul Play has been good for reliable damage. Sucker Punch, we Sucker Punched that Dracozolt yesterday, I think, was that? Into range of Heat Wave. Copycat has been brilliant. Fake Out, we haven't actually used much at all, actually. So maybe Fake Out could be another move. Fake Tears, maybe. Could be something else, who knows. Solar Blade, we used Power Whip, we didn't click once. Phantom Force, we did. Gyro Ball, we did. Yeah, that was good. The Iron Ball was pretty good for us, too. Superpower, Rock Slide, we did click Substitute once, but we didn't need to. Did we? We tried to click Substitute, but we got flinched by the Togedemaru, didn't we? Yeah, Gigalith didn't do the whole lot, but there was a game with like early on with the Charizard and the Ninetales, which was really good to have the Gigalith there. So good. I mean, I suppose it could, instead of a Gigalith, I could have a like a another Iron Ball, like a Power Bracer Stonejourner or something, couldn't I? If I really wanted that, because because yes, I could. Yes, maybe that would work too. I like that idea. Any opportunity to use Stonejourner, then I'm gonna get there, because it's the same typing. Superpower, Rock Slide, Protect would be the same moves on it as well. Stonejourner maybe gets like some other, like Wide Guard. That would be quite handy. We could have Gravity if we wanted to put, I don't know, something somewhere else on the team. Yeah, that's a potential change then. Yeah, I wonder what speed a Power Bracer Stonejourner gets to under Trick Room. That would be interesting to look into. Anyway, Torkoal has been fantastic for us. Claydol has been actually very good for us as well. Like, we've taken some attacks that I've been surprised at. The Max Quakes have been fantastic as well. It's actually been much better than I thought it was going to be. And Hatterene, when it came, it did business as well. Yeah, Earth Power, Psychic, we used Trick Room, we used obviously. Ice Beam was actually handy for us in sometimes. Psychic doesn't get in Trick Room, yes. Giga Drain we didn't use at all, but in like an end game against a Milotic, I suppose it could work out for us. So maybe Protect on the Hatterene instead of Giga Drain could work out instead. But there we go, that's my thoughts on the team. It's honestly like I mean, it's worked out better than I thought, because this week was going to be a different team. Maybe I'll fix that different team and I've got it working for next week, or maybe I've just got something else going on next week. Who knows? But yeah, I've just used this Trick Room team that I've had sitting around for ages since I made it on Showdown, and this has been the week to use it clearly. So if you've enjoyed this, I know I've been waffling on, so sorry. So if you've enjoyed this, please click the like button. It only takes a second. Click it, please. And leave a comment. Question of the day. Let's do that. What is your favorite color? No. Well, answer that if you want, but I'm just talking for the sake of talking right now, so I shouldn't. So please please share it, and I will see you, I presume, tomorrow for something completely different. Who knows? We'll see. So thank you, and goodbye for now.